Hello again, it's Tom here and welcome back to Magic Woodworking, or should I say, the Money Pit. And as you can see, we've been doing some excavations. And if you'd like to see what else we've been getting up to, stay right there and let me show you. So, continuing the demolition work, I decided to jump in the 9-ton excavator and have a play with the brake a bit. And as you can see, it goes through the concrete like butter. And it is a lot of fun, to be fair, as well. And we do have a considerable amount of concrete to break, so it's going to get put through its paces. That thing's awesome. I love it. I did have another play with the excavator, just taking out what was left of a small wall. But after that, I passed it over to Colin, my expert driver. Now, through the course of a couple of days, Colin broke up about 180 tons of concrete, which we then put through a concrete breaker to become hardcore for the rest of the job. Saved me a little bit of money in the long run. This was the aftermath of all the demolition work, and it's starting to look like a war zone. 3 days of demolition. What have I done? We decided this would be the quickest and most effective way of taking down one of the old tin outbuildings. And as you can see, the 9-ton excavator does make short work of it. It also helps having a skillful driver, not myself. Also, in the long run, this saved a lot of time, as a few labourers would have took a day or so of taking this apart, whereas Colin in the excavator probably took somewhere in the region of 10 to 15 minutes. If you're enjoying this video and you'd like to support me, as always, give it a thumbs up, or better yet, subscribe down there. I know loads of you haven't, and I wish you would. Also, YouTube have brought out a new feature called the hype button. It means nothing to me, but if you could hit that, again, it's just below the video, that would be great, because it makes YouTube promote it and show it to more people who haven't seen my channel before. Anyway, enough about me, back to the video. Obviously, through the course of this demolition work, we've had to take out lots of windows and doors, and I thought I would demonstrate just how we went about doing it. So this was the easiest method I could find of removing the windows and doors, breaking off the render from either side, and then using a reciprocating saw to basically cut it into small sections so I could rip it apart more easily. As you can see, it's not a quick process, and I've had to do this multiple times to all the other windows and doors. What didn't help in this process was this was the height of the summer, and it was a scorching day. I think it was somewhere in the region of about 37 or 38 degrees Celsius. It was cooking. You could tell how hot it was, because here's Bubble Wrap Boy trying to get his suntan on, and more to the point, just trying to stay cool. And as he was laying the block work, the problem we were having is the muck for the blocks was just going off extremely fast. To be fair to the lad though, he stuck with it and got the blocks laid even though it was intensely hot. And as you can see, his back was red raw by the end of the day. After blocking up the windows on the other side of the house, I got him to block up this side of the front entrance as it wasn't centralised in the front of the house. After we took out a section to the right of where he's working now to make it wider for an entrance doorway with a side screen in glass. The reason Paddy's taking a bit longer overlaying this blockwork is, at the end of the day, he is an apprentice bricklayer and he's trying to be as conscientious as possible, as this being his first real work on a site.
Okay, so after removing several of the windows and doorways, as you can see, one of the big issues we've run into is no concrete lintels. I'm surprised this building's still standing. So we've put strong boys in to support it, a few timber supports as well. And the next job is get concrete lintels in to support this wall.
So this is the back of the property. Once we removed the original shed and all the paving stones, we marked out for the rear extension, and this is Colin in the 9-ton digger digging the excavations for the footings. Now, the footings themselves were 600mm wide and a metre deep, or for you guys in the States, that'd be about 2 feet wide by just over 3 feet deep. This is well within regulations for a 2-story extension.
One of the first steps with every build is to sort out your drainage and your sewage, and that's where this big bad boy comes into play. This is a biodisc or collager. It replaces what was known as septic tanks. It cost me £4,500, and as you can see, I'm 6'2", and this is well over 8 feet high. Inside it is a bacteria that eats and breaks down the solids, yummy, and also has filters to clean the liquids so it can be pumped out into a water source as clean water. It will get put into the 10-foot hole I've dug behind me and concreted into position. Once that's done, the next step is let's connect all the sewer lines to it and get it working.
And there you go, that's the biodisc now in the ground. Next job, concrete it in position. So, as you can see, we're now starting to get the sewer lines in. If I zoom in, way off in the distance is my biodisc I showed earlier. There it is in the ground. So we're now ready for infilling and the next step.
So this is a view looking back at the rear excavations for the footings for the extension, plus the soil pipes and the manhole cover.
I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and if you have, please check out part 3 where we really do make some big changes to this property. Catch you in the next one. Thanks. Bye bye.